What up, you guys? Rasatian here in Singapore. Thank you so much for joining me. It is the Night Owl Podcast. Thank you very much for being here with me as I go through and rant and rave and tell you little bits and pieces of things that I have discovered for myself, remembered, realized, recognized, like just things in the course of conversation, you guys, in the course of talking to people, giving speeches. Lately, I've been doing a lot of speeches, a lot of talks online, and I'm actually really, really grateful because I feel good about that. I get into this zone where I really love what I'm talking about and find as many examples as possible to be able to really illustrate the concept that I'm trying to teach. So I'm enjoying myself, okay? So I'm talking to a lot of new people. A lot of people are being directed to me, and I really appreciate that. And in the meantime, as always, business is always going on in the background. I'm still trying to educate myself in the background. I'm still trying to be as open and honest about who I am and what I'm trying to do as always. So today I want to talk to you a little bit more about the Dear Rasati group. So I am launching this group July 1st. We will have a kickoff party, hopefully lots of gifs, what do you want to call it, some music, get to know everybody online, and then we get to, teaching classes and everything right off the bat. So I really want to look forward to that. But in the meantime, I was trying to really, really hard to describe what it is that I'm trying to accomplish here. And for all intents and purposes, I had a chance to connect the dots between some of the best educational moments I've had in my life and some of the most sacred conversations I've ever held in my life as well. And then looking at where and when and how these things occurred, I decided, you know what, this is exactly what my group is all about. So imagine, if you will, you stepping into my home, only it's online. So you're stepping into my house, you get the welcome, the meet and greet, all of that, just like I would if you were physically in my house. And the group is meant to be somewhere that you can come in and safely speak your mind and ask questions. And there is no judgment there. It's supposed to be a safe space. And I want to foster the same atmosphere that my daughter grows up in this online space. So basically, it is going to be a safe space to fail. I want you to ask all of your questions. I want you to admit all of your, not so great truths and everything. I want you to beta test in there, as in if you really have a question, you're really worried about whether you should do this or that, ask so we can pick apart every side of the decision that you have to make and figure out what might be best. We can pro and con everything. We can kind of role play it out and see what happens next. But the point being that this is a safe space to fail. I can't stress how important that is because a lot of people don't have that. I didn't have that growing up. And so, as with most coaches and healers, what we're trying really hard to do is educate ourselves enough so that we can be the people that we really, really, really needed when we were growing up. Because if I can foster an unconditional space of love and support, you can, for yourself, discover what kind of love you want to bring into the world, what kind of relationships you want to have in the world. And once you've had a taste of something that is really supportive and loving and non-judgmental, you will never again settle for less than that. So for me, right, this whole experience is meant to be like a hybrid of my home and Gurukulam style teaching, which means in an ashram setting, right, where you have ground rules laid out already, you can't do this, and this. These are the kinds of behaviors you do not condone. But outside of that, you are more than welcome to come in and speak your mind and ask questions and get to know each other. And then, as you face certain decisions in your life, as you find that you're stumbling over certain conflicts, whatever, we can talk about those things and you find the best solution for you. But the point being is you spend enough time with your guru. I'm not saying I am the guru, but with your teachers. You spend the time with your teachers in an environment that is ongoing. It's not like I meet you once a week and then you go away. But the fostering of that safe space environment is going to be a daily thing. Now, I won't be in there daily to speak to you live, so to speak, but I will be posting things in there. I will be commenting. I will stop by every day just to check on all of you. And I think that's the best way for me to be able to create this group, because then it's essentially an extension of me. If you were to come over to my house, I've had plenty of people during COVID just, having a tough time. They needed to stop by because, they had to get out of the toxic environment they were in at home, or they had to just go in a corner of their room and sit down and call me because they were just really having a tough time and they didn't understand where they were going wrong. They were trying everything, they were doing everything right from their point of view, and still the problem was persisting. So the same person that I am in the comfort of my home, when you join me for a cup of coffee, or if you come over for dinner or something like that, the same person that I am there is going to be the same person that I am online. I think the other day somebody asked, you're this person, online or whatever. Are you different? You could be this cool person online if you wanted to be. You could be, footloose and fancy free online if you wanted to be. You don't have to be serious all the time. I'm thinking, no, but that's not who I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be exactly who I am online at home as well, which means if you see me on screen, if you see me in a drama, if you see me in a commercial, unless I'm specifically playing like a completely crazy character or whatever, most of the time, that's still who I am. If you see me at an event, if you see me at Deepavali event, if you see me at USS Halloween, any of those things, the same person I present myself as online is going to be the same person you see in person. And that's the whole point. So when I create this Dear Rasati group, it's almost essentially the home I was trying to create when I was married to my husband. It's the home I was trying to create when I came back to Singapore and had to start all over again. I want this inviting place where people can just come in, pull up a chair, kick off your shoes, stay for a while, enjoy. And then as you talk about, the surface level stuff, and we talk about the latest movies or whatever, then we get into the real stuff and you're able to open up and really dig deep and consider where your beliefs may not fit you anymore, and consider, who your role models are and why you chose them in the first place. What was it that you admired so much about them? What makes you think that you can't be just like them? So all of those things, I want to talk about those things because they matter. They shape your identity. They shape how you move about in the world. And it's really important for me, just like it's really important for me to show my child, my physical child, I want all of you to feel the same, that same nurturing environment, the same look. If I catch you talking a bunch of smack, I'm going to call you out on it, but I hope you understand it's with all love and support. I want you to understand where you are deceiving yourself, where you're not being honest with yourself about what you could be doing versus what you are doing, like all of that stuff. If I got to be your big sister or your surrogate mom, whatever, that's who I'm here to be. And I'm looking forward to getting to know all of these people as they slowly get the courage up enough to actually step foot in this group, because it is absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, meant to be a safe space to fail. Because I don't want you to be afraid of failing. I want you to be afraid of not trying. I would rather you fail a million times over and over and over and over and over again. Please don't make the same mistake over and over, okay? But I'm saying fail. Try a bunch of stuff. Life is an experiment. So if you're trying to, mix a specific color, you're going to try a couple different techniques, right? If you're trying to get this teal, sea blue, whatever color, you're going to try a couple times until you get the consistencies right. If you're trying to recreate a restaurant dish, you're going to try a bunch of ingredients until you get the flavor just right. But the point is, just the first time you fail, you're not going to stop, right? You're going to try again at some point. You might wait, nurse your wounds a little bit, heal your ego back up, and then eventually you're going to try again. But that's the point. You're going to tweak all the little ingredients in your life until you find the combination that feels the best to you. And guess what? What fits you right now may not fit you in 5 years, and that's cool too. But if I can teach you how to notice which elements of your life are constant and which ones can be variable, then the next time this change hits, or the next time you have a tower moment, the next time, Mercury goes retrograde or whatever, you know exactly what you need to do to troubleshoot and get to that place of peace again. Because the only constant is change, right? So just when you get to peace, you're going to get a change again, and that's okay. It's all right. And you're going to mourn the life you had before the change, and you're going to be apprehensive about, embracing this new change. And eventually, you're going to look at the pieces like, all right, you know what? I can fight it or I can accept it. And when I accept it, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to accept the things I do like and see if I can't adjust the things I don't like so much, or find a way around them. So this is the thing that I'm trying to teach here. This is what I want to pass on to you, because I think I've mastered change, and it's been the hardest voyage of my life. But because I've had so many changes, I have a pattern that I follow, and I know it works. It's super simple. I've made it idiot proof, as in, like, if you pay attention enough, you'll be able to figure it out. But if you fight me and want to be ignorant, well, we're gonna have some trouble. But the point is, I know how to get through. I know how to navigate through. And if you're willing, hit me up, let me know so I can send you the link so you can go ahead and sign up. Honestly, the bang for your buck here is more than you could get anywhere else in Singapore. I guarantee it. Per class, The fee of $100 per month breaks down to 8 classes a month, which means $12.50 per class. But these classes, I'm not selling you a bunch of jigsaw puzzles or crossword puzzles and nothing like that. I'm giving you serious, life-tested strategies that work, things that work for me. And if they don't work for you, you know what? I'm willing to put in the work and put in the time to figure out what we could get you to try that might actually work for you better. But in order to do that, I need you to be honest with me. I need you to be open. I need you to let me know who you are. No judgment, nothing. Just tell me who you are and let's see how we can get this sorted out. Because the goal here is to change at least 10 lives. Because I think 10 is a pretty good group number. I think it's small enough where we can get to know everybody. And I want you to really try. I want you to really see that there is a possibility of peace in your lifetime without too much trouble. All right, you guys, I have plenty more to say, plenty more to work out. I'm kind of excited, still kind of terrified. But if you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments below. You know how I do. And if you really want to get in touch, message me. Let's talk. Because this is going to be the virtual edition of my living room, and I cannot wait to invite you in. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.